So, okay, the first thing we're going to do is start out with a cream cheese filling that's going to go into this braid. This braid is the most gorgeous pastry, and it's perfect for a warm dessert out of the oven. Let's say you're having, you know, casserole with a salad, and you really want to wow everybody with a really nice dessert. This is perfect because you can make it ahead, park it in the refrigerator. It's also great for a brunch. It would be a really nice, you know, on the order of like a warm Danish coming out of the oven, or a coffee cake type of thing. So it's got a cream cheese filling that starts with half of a block. This is 4 ounces of softened cream cheese, a couple tablespoons of powdered sugar to sweeten it up a little bit, about a tablespoon of milk, so we can always add a little bit more if it's too thick. And then I happen to love the combination, the flavors of cherry and almond together. So this is almond extract, which I just could like take a bath in this stuff. It smells so good. But a little of it goes a long way. So we're just going to do maybe about a teaspoon or so, just eyeball it. If you absolutely don't like the flavor of almond, you could do vanilla. Some people just don't like it at all, but I happen to love it. So I'm going to mix this together. I just want to beat the cream cheese together with the powdered sugar until it's nice and fluffy, and it's going to spread really well. Get all the lumps and bumps out. Perfect. Now we're going to get to work on the pastry part of this recipe. And this is why I love this, because it's a serious shortcut that just makes life so easy. I'm using Pepperidge Farm frozen puff pastry sheets, which will make just about anybody look like a rock star. They're great for desserts. They're great for so many different things, tarts, savory or sweet. And they come frozen in the frozen section, kind of near the desserts and frozen desserts. But then you need to let them thaw in the refrigerator. And they come 2 to a pack. So if you're just going to use one, pull out the one, let it thaw in the fridge, and get the other one back in the freezer. And just wrap it with plastic wrap to let it thaw. So it looks like nothing fancy now. But I'm telling you, it tastes fantastic. So basically, unfold it, and then I'm just going to roll it out a little bit. It's a little bit thick right now, so I'm just going to use a rolling pin. And you notice I've got this on parchment paper. That's going to make this really easy to deal with when after baking. It's going to slide right off. So just slightly roll this out. There we go. Perfect. Alrighty. Now we're going to take some of the cream cheese mixture, and we're going to put this kind of right down the center of our braid. Get every little last bit of it out of there. You can certainly double the recipe and do 2, and that way, and then you just use a whole block of cream cheese. And we just want to leave about a ½ an inch or so around the rectangle, I should say. So that we can make our little braid. All right, perfect. All that yummy cream cheese, almond mixture out of there. All right, next what we're going to do is I've got some cherry pie filling, which I happen to love. You can make your own, you can buy it in a can. So we're going to take that cherry pie filling and put it over our cream cheese, just like so. I love desserts, just don't have a ton of time to bake, so I'm always looking for shortcuts. And this, you just can't go wrong with it. Okay, so now we're going to do our braid. Pizza cutter, a knife, whatever, but we're going to take little portions. And this is much easier than braiding my daughter's hair, let me tell you. Especially, well, now she wouldn't let me touch her hair. She's a teenager, but when she was little, you know how braiding little girls' hair looks so cute, but ow, Mom! So this is a lot easier than that. And if you can do that, you can do this. So at this point, we're going to take our little braid and just kind of crisscross. And we want to cover up the filling, but a little bit of the filling shows it's going to be okay. So you just kind of dump. Once you get the technique down, there's a lot of, I do these braids in a lot of my recipes because they just look so gorgeous. I do a ham and cheese and scrambled egg braid that's really nice for brunches. You can do like a chicken broccoli braid. Like I say, didn't like the cherry pie filling, you could do blueberry or raspberry, and then just kind of pinch the ends together. You can tuck them under if you'd like. Now we're not done yet, although it looks pretty gorgeous. I'm going to take one egg, and I'm just going to beat that egg up. This is going to give it a really nice shine after it bakes. And I've got a brush. I'm just going to brush some of the pastry with some of the beaten egg. Key to doing one of these is you need to work with this dough when it's very cold, right out of the refrigerator. If it sits at all, it's a lot harder to work with. And then crank up the oven at about 400. Preheat that oven before you bake this. Now I've got some almonds, just some sliced almonds that I'm going to put on top here. If you don't like almonds, again, you can leave them out, but this is just going to make this look fantastic. You could do poppy seeds, or you could leave them out altogether. Just a few tablespoons of the sliced almonds. And then this goes into the oven on a cookie sheet. That's why I love this parchment paper, because it's really easy to work with. And you want it to be golden, the filling nice and melted. It's going to take about a half hour or so. Keep an eye on it. Everybody's oven's different, so you know, take a peek at it after 15 minutes or so, and just wait. Just wait. Smells amazing. Looks completely gorgeous. And even if your braid isn't perfect, it just is, when it bakes, it's all going to be good. And this, yeah, this parchment paper is so wonderful because, one, I don't have any dishes to do. I don't have to be scrubbing that pan. Just pick this up and, you know, throw it away. And then number two, it just slides right onto whatever pretty serving plate. And then this is, like I say, wonderful served warm. It'd be fine at room temperature too. You just basically take a knife, cut it into strips, and there you go. Cherry almond braid, absolutely fantastic, easy to do, and see, we're a little creative. We try anyway, and this is being creative the easy way. Recipes on the website. You can also pick it up at any area Festival Foods.